Maybe we're going to do a few puzzles, or maybe not. So go grab your beverages, get your coffees, your teas, if they help, maintaining the alertness. Got myself 2 cans on something. Caffeine based drink, of course. And oh, there you are, the Facebook announcement. So we should be on a few platforms now, as per usual. That one looks live on Tik and Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and Kick and LinkedIn, something like that. 5, 6 platforms. Probably 6. Heck, I paid that subscription. Yearly subscription. It was a Black Friday stuff, otherwise probably I wouldn't have bought it. Anyway, here we are now. First board. Jew and June. White, Michael Adams, who lost yesterday. So, and also Jew and June lost, right? So, yeah, these guys are playing now. What is going on here? This is a little bit equal. Some trades are announcing now. What's going to happen here? You're going to shut off everything? Making this guy to just being a pawn forever? Almost. But also, your bishop will be a pawn if you do that, I guess. Is it absolutely necessary to trade? Let's see how's things doing here. If you want to open up the C file, probably you have to take on B, CB or something. So at least you got your C file, right? I guess G3H4 is just a bit too much. Too adventurous, and it's weakening a great deal, so probably I don't know how you're going to push the H file pawn. Probably not. Next one. Gawain Jones with blacks and Royal Shreyas with white. What's going on here? Hey, I think black is kind of doing the attack. Hello, Jonathan. You're feeling better, man, I hope. Get the medication if you need it, and I hope you'll do better. Have some rest whenever you can. They're also important for the immunity and stuff. And is it me here, Jonathan, or black's doing a little bit better? I mean, this is the H black pawn just gives me discomfort if I was white. Also, I have to say, wait a minute, this is black's turn to move. Are you serious? This is it a discover hit on the queen straight away? Okay, this is surprising, of course, but these guys are super grandmasters, right? A5 being played. I assume if you take, that's very good to hear, Jonathan. Yeah, stick with the doctor, whatever they said. Try get some rest and maybe gets a bit better. Glad to hear that. So, if B4 were to take here, probably black could take back any time, but probably it's not just that. If B4 takes A5, maybe black wants to just push the pawn and send this guy somewhere. I think black's doing a bit better here, undermining the C5 for this move now. And I don't know, it's a scary discovered attack on the D file as well. If I am to choose, I think I'd choose rather black pieces here. The E3, Jonathan. The E3 white pawn is a forever weakness. I mean, it's painful, this pawn. Will be attacked further on. So that's a weakness for white. Another weakness for white probably is related to this pawn coming down, or maybe bishop at some point. Just highlighting some broad ideas. There's a new thing. There's a new idea, a new situation Shreyas has to deal with. That's the A attacking B4. That's another thing you need to calculate. If you haven't had enough on your plate, so to speak. It's quite a few things. Ideally, you may want to move the queen away from the D file, But at the same time, what do you do with this pawn? You just give them the pawn? So I think it's quite a few weaknesses that I think white is a bit more challenging problem than black. I think black is a bit more okay, if I may say that. The next one now, we've got 4 boards in total, ladies and gents, for the elite category. The Super Grandmaster I'm talking about, Vidit White, Andrew Hong Black. Andrew Hong Black. Whose turn is it? Black. Okay. Hey, what's this H3 big weakness here? Can't just Andrew trade off this guy? Bishop H3, bishop takes, queen takes. It's a threat though. Here also black looks better, Jonathan, if you guys watching it. Right. Look, I'm a simple, efficient chess player, but I don't think I covered, dude. I had other things to attend, and everything, yeah, the things just get in the way. And since I'm not contracted by anybody to cover that particular event, of course, they've got their own set of super professionals. So, yeah, I do what I can as a side hustle. Side hustle job, yeah, hustle job, this one. Luxury, actually. For me, streaming is just luxury. And I'm enjoying it, but it doesn't pay off. So H3 looks like that kind of thing that I would take advantage of by playing bishop H3 or something. I need to get rid of the bishop on G2 if I'm black, probably. That's the mother of the weaknesses. Now, it don't mean that they have to take you, though. Okay, we gotta open up that door. All right, let's open up the door. Be back in a sec. Oh, man. I think they don't have the key and stuff. Right. That you? You sure you found it? Okay. All right, so here we are now back. Oh, lordy. Let's do this. So, yeah, coming back now to this position, having the black pieces, I would just, I would just go with the bishop H3 and get rid of the white bishop on G2. Get a queen over there, see what happens. That seems to be, Jonathan, like the most normal thing to do. I mean, you don't need to think out of the box or crazy ideas. Just go with that thing. Complete weakness for the white. So again, I think in this particular game, again, black is doing better than white. I don't know to what degree, to what extent, but doing better. This thing here, Nikita White, Mamedyarov Shak Black. Man, these games are sharp. These games are sharp now. Look at that bishop. Hello, Penguin. I might remember someone with a username similar like yourself, but perhaps it was yourself like ages ago, like some months ago. Anyway, don't matter because I'm multi-broadcasting now, and some of the friends could have just migrated to other platforms. Okay, so this one is quite active here, but how do you make through? Because the rook just covers everything. It's an interesting position. But probably white is doing better. Yeah, there's a weakness here on C3. Can you create some serious threat here? What kind of threat would that be, though? That's not that much of a weakness because rook on G3 just defends C3, so you can just leave the rook there. Maybe you should play rook H3? I don't know just yet. I don't know, is that a command or something? I don't know what that means, but if it means to follow or something, yeah, thanks for reminding. So yeah, that goes for my TikTok friends. Follow me, guys. And if it's Twitch, similarly, if it's YouTube, just go with a quick subscribe. Would be cool. So, uh, what is white supposed to do? Let me erase the paint. Should we get this rook to... But what do you do with the... Oh, I got an idea. Rook d1, rook d4. Can we do this? I would assume the bishop stays there where it is currently. The bishop and the pawn. That's quite cool. I like it. I really like it. The white rook stays on g3. Okay. This bishop on b3, you leave it where it is. Yeah. It's all sorts of things happening, yeah. So, rook d1, rook d4 probably. By the way, Wesley, yesterday I was streaming, dude. Same time-ish, I think. I think the same time, more or less, like 6:30, 7, something. So rook d1 to rook d4 could be a way to look at improving pieces for white. Now, there is something with this knight on f4. We have to be careful about that knight, right? I'm not sure. All of a sudden, what about bishop c2, you reckon? I don't know just yet. There's too many things I'm thinking. Knight f4 could be a harassing move that white has to deal with. What about rook g4? What about rook g4? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, really. I'm just thinking out loud. Rook g4, is it horrible? You want to hear something funny? I think they could still go knight f4. You take the queen, they take your rook with check. But you can't save the knight. Yes, you can, because you go c3. Do you know something very, very, very funny, Jonathan, Wesley, and Annoying Penguin? If we go, let me erase first the things. If you go rook g4, just saying, you would expect black to move queen away, right? But then knight f4, just... That's very good. Keep doing puzzles, man. Then knight f4, attacking the queen. You take the queen. They take your queen with check. You move king probably f1. Then they take c3. And they could escape via e4, given the bishop that's here. It's a complicated sequence, but I guess it's doable. I guess a grandmaster should be able to calculate this one more accurately than myself. So rook g4 could potentially be played, I suspect. But if knight f4, you gotta go for the queen. They will take and you're gonna drop c3. So for this reason, maybe is not doable. I'm all ears, guys, if you want to make some suggestions here. Yeah, feel free to type in your best ideas, share them with the other friends. We're going for 5 destinations this evening, or 6. 5 or 6, something like that. So we should be on Twitch and TikTok and Facebook. So yeah, that's a complicated one. That is why Nikita actually didn't even move. It's not that easy as it looks. I think white is a bit with an edge here. But still, you have to keep the focus and see which way you want to convert the bishop's advantage, the bishop pair advantage. That's something, of course. I don't know. Rook d1, rook d4 springs to mind. Could be. There's a lot of ideas. So back to board number 1 now. Ju and Jun, Michael Adams. Okay, how did the things evolve since last time we've seen it? Okay, b5, a4 by Ju and Jun, attacking knight. Knight's gotta go away. Pawn. And knight d2, played by Ju and Jun. I guess she wants to get knight f3? I guess. Oh, I'm not sure. Does she plan on taking on d5 because opening up the c? Maybe, and then getting bishop this way? Man, that's another plan. So what I'm thinking, it's black's turn, by the way. It's black's turn to move, so that's also important to keep in mind. But having the white's perspective now, I would just consider, if possible, cd. Black has to stay back with something. And if they, the thing is, will they take with e or will they take with c? If they take with c, it's encouraging white to play bishop b5, which I think is serious. If they take with e, though, I don't know, c6 becomes a backward pawn. and stuff. So probably it's not that enticing to do. CD, probably you take with this guy, right? And then maybe you could also play bishop here and neutralize something, but no, you cannot, because you're actually losing. There's double power on a6. You can't do it. Probably rook a8. There's a lot of probably. There's a lot of perhaps. And that's why they actually do spend some time. Hey, Tommy, thanks for stopping, man. Follow me, guys, if this is enjoyable to the smallest extent, or if think useful or anything. Also, please do type in your candidate moves. Going for board number 2. a3. Yep, take whatever is needed. Rook f1 says Wesley. Rook f1, I think, improvement of the white. You're talking about the board number 1? Or you talk about the last game we've seen. Which one was it? Mamedyarov, Nikita. Let me go. Mamedyarov. Rook f1. I'm not sure which game are you referring to, Wesley. Here, Rook f1 doesn't really do nothing. Probably you talk about another one. Rook f1 here, again, it feels a little bit slow. I don't think so. You want to keep things... Anyway, it's black's to play. So Rook a c8, probably one idea for black to do. That would be Michael Adams. So Rook a c8 sort of makes sense. I don't know, maybe you want to do something else. You want to do Bishop a6 to just make sure this guy won't exist, which is a little bit important. Get rid of the bishop. So Bishop a6, if white pushes or takes, first you're going to take, queen's going to take, and then do whatever you think. So maybe Bishop a6, given the fact that the bishop on b7 suffers a bit now. I mean, this bishop on b7, guys, is like a pawn, does do nothing. Feel free to disagree or to agree. I'm at least trying to explain what I think. So the bishop on b7 looks like a pawn. You're not doing anything here. So why not getting bishop a6? See what white chooses to do with the c, if there's anything happening. And if they take or push, you're going to take on d3. So at least you got rid of white's active light square bishop, right? And you'll take it from there. We'll see. So yeah, bishop a6, probably bishop a6. Erasing the paint, using red now. Bishop a6, rook a c8. That's what I'm thinking. For Mickey Adams. And we'll see if he considers similarly or not. Or he want to get a bit more sharp with c5? It just brings c5, you think? How is c5 looking? I guess you can. It's getting sharp and stuff. Chances increasing for your bishop on b7 to do something along this diagonal. Three candidate moves. Bishop a6, rook c8, c5. That's what I think is going to be probably from Michael Adams. And we'll see about this. This one. You played over the board, Wesley? With an uneducated kid? Like, was he like disrespectful or antisocial or what? You played an uneducated kid? Board number 2 says Jonathan. Bishop g4, discovered attack. Let me go back. Bishop g4, it's black's turn. I mean, you hit the queen, after all. Bishop g4. Discovered attack. Queen f2. I understand. Oh, he took the pawn. Oh, right. You're talking about the previous position. Do you know something? Rather than playing the bishop on d7 for now, I mean, look, you could do many things. Bishop g4 is one of them. What about pushing the h pawn, though? I mean, you want to challenge those pawns, probably with the pawn on the h. What do you think about that one? Leave the queen where they are. So for Gawain Jones, I mean, he leaves the black queen where it is, currently targeting e3 all the time. Leave the status quo, push the h pawn. That's very, very sad to hear, man. So you touched a piece and you didn't say I adjust or I arrange or jadub. That's painful. Yeah, you've got to say this stuff before touching things. Yeah, you have to say it, man. I know what you mean. Yeah, I try to remind my younger students at the school clubs and stuff. Yeah, you've got to say I arrange before you touch anything during the game, of course. Yeah, you have to. I arrange, I adjust, jadub. You have to say that. So coming to this thing, it looks like the H pawn would do some good job here if you push him. The bishop is cool. Leave the bishop there for now, I guess. It will take a little bit of tempi for Gawain to play h4 and h3. It will take you two tempi, but probably it's okay. Exactly, Jonathan. So maintain the status quo. Just keep the black rook where it is. If white takes, black rook takes, and you've got the knight in place to defend the bishop. No, he goes for bishop g4, which I don't think it's a bad move. I didn't say it's a bad move. I said that it's probably a couple of ideas for black there at play. So bishop g4 means a discovered attack on the white queen from the black rook on d8. So we've got this. So white can't say, yeah, I'm going to take the guy's bishop. No, he cannot. He needs to move the queen. Where? Well, now it's time to debate. Probably queen e2 or queen f2. Okay. You know, Wesley, if I got 1 hour in the evenings, or I don't know, 90 minutes, and if I'm watching this massive chess events, which I enjoy anyway watching it, I could watch it with a handful of friends, my online chess friends, you know? That's why I'm doing it anyway, because... So, yeah, and explaining for those of us that might need some maybe 1-2 ideas. Some beginner or intermediate students, they might be benefiting a great deal because obviously the advanced players, they're not going to be learning too much unless they want to watch in perfect amusement my ideas. But they could contribute with their own ideas if they are super strong. So bishop g4 means the rook attacks the... the queen had moved. Apologies, I was stuck in the past. So queen f2 now going away from the black rook's attack. And if this guy takes, well, you have to take with the queen because the pawn is pinned. So, okay, bishop takes f3, queen takes f3. Or maybe you want to do differently. I'm not sure. Could you play knight? You need to do something with that knight as well. Well, I'm not sure what. Or maybe you want to go differently with the knight? Do you want to go d7, f7? No, that does. I don't know. I don't know about the black knight first. I'd say knight e6 just to get pieces into moving. Just get this guy closer to the center, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. That's, you know, this kind of community, I think it makes a lot of sense. You always see chess players like gathering together and things, so absolutely, it's like an open chess pub or something. We're watching the same sport event together. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. I think we ain't do anything wrong. All is good from a point of view. Some others definitely need to work and to being solved. So, okay. Knight e6 maybe for black. Taking here, I'm not sure it helps black with anything. Going back and then playing this way, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Should you still do h4 now? Is there any big deal having the bishop on c4? Black bishop, I mean. Kind of good, but you're already on g4. You're going to spend so many moves. Will there be any good stuff out of it, Wesley? If I create a chess group Telegram, is there any I mean, what good thing would that be, or what will it do extra for, let's say, for us? I mean, we are a handful of individual. I think we're like 5'10" or something, more or less. And some other guys coming via TikTok, like Adi now. Hello, Adi. Good to see you, dude. So, yeah, group on Telegram, like, I mean, we meeting up if we are to be meeting each other virtually like this. Anyway, Bishop, do we need to reroute the bishop? I don't think so. Maybe it should stay there then h4, h3. Knight e6, perhaps. Knight e6, h4, h3. You have to play like this, probably. If black doesn't use the h-pawn, I don't see what exactly you're meant to do. Take the bishop. Take the rook on d1 and rook a3. This is so cool. I love it. I love your tactic. Yes. Take the bishop. They have to take with the queen. Take on d. Rook takes, and then rook a3. It's a killer. By the looks of it, it's a big problem. I mean, do you want... Hey, wait a second, Wesley. Can I put Telegram like one of the destinations for the live stream? Because I can take away the LinkedIn, which practically is dead. No one on freaking LinkedIn is watching nothing. Everyone is just putting their best resume, and it's just I don't know what do I do with that platform. It's good for nothing. So do you think that if I replace LinkedIn with Telegram, like live streaming on Telegram, I could try anyway. I mean, the most active ones are like YouTube. You guys came on YouTube. Also, TikTok, very active. We've got Adi now. At some point yesterday was the other friend of ours, Taro, and I think 2-3 more guys were watching it via TikTok. So YouTube and TikTok the most active, and a little bit Twitch. Kick.com is completely dead. Oh, Telegram is for messages. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. I think I've heard something about this. Also, time might be an issue now. I mean, if I'm opening too many social media stuff, I don't even know what's the username or the password anymore. I mean, it's getting crazier by the day. It's so much social media. It's so much that in order for you to keep up with all the updates, you need a extra time, or you need to arrange with somebody else to going through the updates on the social media. It's just getting a lot of bureaucratical struggle, and I kind of hate it. I hate bureaucracy with a passion. Like, I'm incredibly annoyed by bureaucracy, I mean, Jesus Christ. When you give me to fill out a form, I feel like I'm dying. I mean, I literally feel I'm dying. You give me to fill out a form, Jesus, mother Christ. Okay, so, hello, Global Chess. So, it's time to go to board number 3. I think we stayed here for a while. I would conclude, Jonathan, that your idea, I think it's a cool one. Bishop takes f3, queen has to take, rook takes d. No, yes, because you take with check. They can't take with the knight because you're going to take. Then rook takes and rook a3. I think it's incredibly strong attack. Absolutely very strong plan. So, Jonathan, congrats, man. You found a... What this guy doing? Rook takes first. Well, rook has to take. Ah, he going to go now rook d3, hey? Is he going to play rook d3 now? I mean, if you don't play rook d3, what exactly are you going to play? Hello, Smash Gaming. So, yeah, Jonathan, apparently he chose a different move order. But I'm not sure if that's what he want to do now. I mean, rook d3 to just attack c3 knight and e3 at the same time. So, rook d3, you attack both directions. c3 respectively, e3 backward weak pawn with rook d3. Makes sense. So, Jonathan actually found something very cool. I really wonder if maybe your idea, Jonathan, was even better than what Gawain Jones played. Who knows? Maybe you're You're a seer or something. That cool. Board number 3. So board number 4, Shaq and Nikita drew. Okay. This one though, Vidit. That's good. That's good. Yeah, one of those chess events. Yeah, absolutely. If I were to, I mean, last time when I was to that chess event, what was that, man? Tech Mahindra Global Chess League London, this and that. I mean, yeah, if I had the chance to getting closer to these guys, probably I would have asked for a quick selfie and some autographs and things. Absolutely. That's good. That's good. Congrats, man. Very good. Global chess. I think on Facebook I have a chess page. I don't know if you guys should be going to subscribe over there. I've no idea. I mean, if you want to meet up like in between yourselves from a virtual point of view or something like that. I mean, you can befriend each other and send like friend request on Lichess, chess.com. Last one for like 2-3 years ago, 1752 was Global Chess, the rate, the rapid. But I'm doing a lot of chess online, so I'm doing rapid on Lichess, on those two platforms. These are probably the only one really functional. So what is black supposed to do? If you capture here, obviously white's going to take back with probably bishop. There's also something funny here. If they capture, you got to take with the queen. You can't take with the king because there is a very dangerous battery with rook and queen. So I'm not sure which way black to play. So if you... Okay, he played the knight. He played knight e7. Knight e7. What does that do? I'm not sure yet. Probably he's preparing in the eventuality bishop takes and queen takes. He's preparing knight f5. Probably. After black queen is no longer on f5. Right? I suppose. And black would be very happy that the black pawn on d4 wouldn't be here no more. So they would like having this pawn also disappeared. So you can enjoy this diagonal. Or maybe you want to use the other diagonal. I don't know. This rook now on a8 is a bit awkward. The rook on a8 doesn't really do nothing. It'll take ages to do something. You can't even go via this way because there is a white pawn here. Unless you want to undermine things. I'm not sure. But you can't do this because you open up the b. So they're going to be... Alright, so happy birthday to the champ then. If it's Magnus's birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to the champ. I'm going to open another can of energy drink because it's Magnus's birthday. Right. Okay. He attacks the queen. I like these guys. They don't deal with the pawns. They attack actually the big stuff. And also, interestingly, cutting off the queen from the bishop. Is it the time here for a sacrifice, you reckon, guys? You say you're a like 11-year-old boy. Just call me Soren like everybody else around here. So did he take? So you're 11 years old. How did you choose your username at this age? Global Chess. Sounds very mature. Sounds very mature username. Global Chess. At 11 years old, I wouldn't even know what is global. I had to open up a dictionary or something. I didn't even know what is that. Wait a minute. Did they play something? Oh no, he didn't just yet. Do you think... I mean, there's two things for black now to do. You either take the bishop. You either take the white bishop or you take on g4. But... No, you can't take on g4. You have to take the bishop. Bishop takes, queen takes. Game continues. But you at least stop the black queen to working together with the rook and stuff. So bishop g2, queen g2, king g2. Game continues. What do you think, guys? Might that be the case? So we got a few TikTok friends, Sebo, Garrett, Skippy. Thanks for stopping here, guys. We're just using our own minds, no engine or no nothing. Very rarely we get to toggle on the engine. We just try to figure out ourselves. So I guess now black has to take on g2, queen takes, king takes. Game continues. Oh, what? Okay, queen moved back. So now if bishop takes, rook takes, right? Obviously. I mean, at least this. Oh, that is very good. So it's good to having you then, man. It's very good to having you. With that super rating of yours, that's awesome. We can learn from you. So yeah, tell us the best moves here. So queen d7 now. Bishop takes, rook takes, king attacks, rook goes back. Rook goes back. Oh, whoa, that didn't happen actually. Queen d7. I think now you have an opportunity. You trade off the bishop, rook takes, king g2, rook goes back. Then maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to play bishop, or maybe you take here. I'm not sure. Now you can't take here because the bishop takes a check. It's a disaster. No. So taking first, rook takes, king attacks, rook goes back. Can it go h1, rook takes, king takes? I guess you can. Just to make sure there is no rook on the H file anymore. Maybe. What? He has to move queen. Yeah, queen had moved, Ari. Sorry for reading late. Again, I have to alternate in between the chat tabs because on this restream chat, there is no TikTok. The TikTok guys are very weird. Yeah, bishop h3 makes also sense. Going to the first board now? We got just 3 boards, really. Okay. Last move here, folks, was knight f3. Very cool. I'm happy to see, actually, the black bishop arrived at a6. I did say some ages ago, I did say that it might be a good idea to get the bishop from b7 over to a6. So knight d2, knight c5. Oh, such a cool little tactic. If you capture, the bishop's going to take. Such a cool tactic. And also attacking a little bit b3. Move away. Bishop a6. Ooh, so nice. Look at this. Bishop a1. A bit painful and crowded here. Bishop, okay, bishop d3. Okay, it's stabilized. It's got stabilized. Rook ac8. I also suggested this move for black to play. Rook ac8. Okay. Rook ac8. I guess c file is going to open. Probably is going to open right now. You could take now. Also attacking the bishop with your battery. Then bishop takes, queen takes. And I don't know, pawn takes probably. We'll see. C file is going to open up. You probably guys agree that C file opens very soon. What else is here? Rook d3. Yeah, exactly. Jonathan, that was your big idea. Just that Gawain went differently. But the fact of the matter is that Rook d3 does the stuff we were discussing. You suggested in your move order the rook to come to a3 ages ago, probably serving kind of like same purpose. Maybe this one more efficient, who knows? Rook d3, definitely knight attacked and e3 attacked twice. So you would say knight has to play, right? Do they go d1? It looks like kind of forcing. Knight d1, right, Jonathan? Knight d1 to move the knight to safety and defend e3. I don't think you can just leave this unattended. Wait a minute. Knight d1, right? Knight d1. Adi, is that the case you think? 91, 91? You play a little bit defensive, but what can you do? It's suffocating. It's very uncomfortable here for white, I guess. I don't think Shreyas likes this very much. Yeah, it is unpleasant. It's a lot of pressure. Gawain is in very good form. Gawain is in very, very good form. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to that game and we look into the move you suggested. Probably 91 we're gonna see. So Andrew Hong and Vidit. Last move, Queen D7, moved away from the pawn attack. Yeah, I guess you can. Bishop takes, we did say that one. I think I also did mention bishop takes, rook takes, king g2, rook goes back, then rook h1. Just to neutralize the black rook completely on the h and just sit down there relatively safe. And then we take it from there, we'll see. And then maybe bishop b2. Yeah, if they capture, they're going to lose the bishop or something. Or they're going to get traded. So yeah, bishop h3 for the sake of simplifying. Global chess. Yes, bishop takes h3 just to making things easier for white. So you don't need to worry about the h-file batteries and bishop and stuff. I guess you can. Knight, the black knight now is being a little bit unfortunate. He can't move. If you go to c6, you don't do pretty much nothing. The bishop on g7 doesn't do nothing. So I think, yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I would like to get rid of the bishop and to trade the black rook. Given the fact that black can't castle long. So castling the black king is out a window. I guess it makes sense. I guess, yeah. It's an interesting one. We'll keep an eye on this one. Okay, 3 boards left. 3 big games in the elite category. Oh, what did happen here? Queen, knight f3. Okay, queen b6. Wait a minute. Can someone explain? If you play c5, bishop takes d3. So if you take again, then black takes again and attacks you here. And also the knight attack. So that's such a tricky one. Yeah, you can't push c5. Wow, look at this one. You can't do it because you lose with white if you do it. Let me go back. Guys, did you see that? If you go c5 now with white, you mess it up big time. Bishop takes d3, attacks queen with tempo, right? Or you need to take back with the queen immediately. Because if you're getting greedy and take the queen, they take your queen whilst they attack rook and bishop anyway. Wow. Or if you push, after black captures, you take straight away. And then you gain a bit over tempo. Queen has to move. But then again, you have an incredibly bad bishop here. I mean, this guy is not going to move. That bishop's going to stay there until the end of time, so to speak. King d1, then rook b3. Adi probably, he talks about what game? King d1. Let me read. King d1, then rook b3. King d1. What game is he referring to? Sorry, Adi, I tried to figure out which one. What? Okay. Weird, man. Hello, Simmel. Again, this one looks... But then, again, bishop on a1 will be a forever pawn. You won't do nothing. What are you going to do with the bishop on a1? At least the black bishop on g7 attacks something. They might play even bishop h6. Who knows? This bishop is white's only active bishop. So I don't know. If you do c5, you take space. You're expanding on the queen side. On the other hand, you precipitate. You hurry up. You rushing the bishop straight, and this bishop is a big pawn. And maybe sounds like a draw. Maybe sounds like a draw, guys. And cheers for Magnus. I heard it's his birthday today. So let me open up another. Yeah, I said c5 like ages ago. Yeah, c5. Yeah, I did say that one for black. Yep. I did say that one. I think c5 was playable. Oh, man. I think c5 was playable a couple of moves ago. Let me show you. I think I did say that. I think I was speculating the c5. No, where did I speculate that? Maybe here I speculated c5. But I did say about c5 for black. Yeah, maybe after knight moved c5. How does it look c5 now for black? c5, c5, c5 now for black, c5. Yeah, I think I said c5 here. a5 anyway. Knight e2. So here we are. Gawain Joe, what did he do? Hey, it's like he heard me, man. Okay, so knight e1 because obviously you want to defend and move the knight to safety. So he moved the knight to safety, defending e3 twice against the rook and the queen. Bishop goes e6. He actually rerouted now the bishop. He probably wants to go c4 all of a sudden. Or maybe, well, maybe I don't know. Okay, bishop c4 is playable. And then h4, h3. That might be playable. We'll see about that. It's very good. Okay. I guess you're taking great pride in Gukesh now, the challenger of Gukesh. I'm pretty sure you're rooting for the young lad, which is absolutely more than explicable and stuff. Yeah, you probably take great pride in the super young, super grandmasters emerging now from India, and those guys are amazing. Who knows, maybe one day you'll play in the same league. We'll see about that. So yeah. Okay. Where were we? What happened here? Vidit and g4, queen goes to safety, bishop b2. Yeah, I did say. I mean, you want to play bishop b2, right? You need to clarify the d pawn. He didn't take just yet, but he will. Either way works absolutely fine. Yeah, go to bed, Ben. Don't neglect the rest, the night rest if you need and if you have to. Absolutely, totally. Without sleep, we can't do a big deal nothing next day. We're completely useless, I guess. Okay, so bishop takes, king takes. He developed here. Let me read on TikTok's messages here. Adi's been a very active friend. Royal Wood Jones after knight d1, rook b3. Royal Wood Jones after knight d1. Knight d1, rook b3. Knight d1, rook b3. Aha, to undermine the b4, I get it. To attack the b4. Aha, I understand. Maybe. And then queen d2. Yeah, if it's 10 p.m., I think, yeah, you know. Yep. So rook b3, says Adi, and it makes sense. You go for the weak backward pawn, attack him from behind. Then if white wants to defend, white has to go queen d2, right? And then it could be some other complications. It's an idea, I think it makes sense, but What about Adi? What about bishop b3? Get rid of the knight. What if we just simplify things a bit? Bishop b3 in order to remove the knight to take on e3, perhaps. Just saying. I'm not sure. But then again, why would you trade a super active bishop for a complete idle knight? Well, if the price is just to win a pawn matters. I guess. Maybe. Right now it's 7 minutes past 7. Ooh, h4 played by Royal. Yeah, 7 past 7, man. On 1907. Yeah. Yeah, 2 minutes to 8. 2 minutes to 8. So yeah. Sorry, I'm talking nonsense. It's 8 past 7, man. h4 attacks the queen now. So where's the queen gonna go? Is queen gonna go h6 to maintain the attack on the e3, and then they go with bishop b3? Maybe. You guys feel free to get in. Well, what's this thing? Get info on the Irish General. Yeah, well, okay. I didn't ask for that. They give all sorts of announcements everywhere. Okay. h4. Let me go to Michael Adams, Joe Wenjon here. Any moves taking place? 91. Backward move with the knight. Those moves are really difficult to do. You normally want to push the knight as much as you can towards your opponent. But sometimes maybe you have to do this knight backward moves every now and then. Probably extra securing the bishop d3. Oh, or maybe she plans on to after c takes d and c takes d eventually. No, after this thing happens and bishop takes, maybe she wants to take with the knight. Really? I don't know what she wants to do with the knight. I don't know what knight. Guys, what the knight's doing? Yeah, we can solve puzzle. Of course we can. Yeah, Wesley. Yeah, I think so. Tell me what do you think about knight e1, and then we're gonna try do some quick puzzle together. What is knight e1 doing? What does she want to do with the knight? I mean, apart from replacing bishop if bishop trades. Okay. What exactly is the plan here? Does she want to... What? So DC, play by black. Bishop... Oh, I gotta open the door again. My lord. Okay, no one else gonna do it. Let me open up the door. All right, guys, we're back for a quick puzzle. Wait a second. All right. All right, where were we? All right. Okay, getting the knight on a queen side, like, what do you mean? Do you mean c2 and d3, Wesley? And if you go there, what's the deal? At least this one here, I understand that upon rook takes c4, she wants to double up with the rooks, which makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And now she also has the option at some point to pushing at the right time this pawn. You could, potentially. Okay, start looking good. I don't think she did bad stuff. That's good. I like it. Congrats to Ju and Jun playing so strongly. That's really good. I really like it. So I think she wants to do rook d to c. Doubling up of the rook. You have to. That's a semi-open file. Only one black pawn backward. Weak pawn on c6. She is going to develop probably knight d3. I think it's looking good for white. A little bit, maybe better for white. Slightly better. I don't know what what much better that is, but it's good. It's promising for Zhou Enjun. Awesome. She really delivers here, don't you think, guys? Adi says Black Queen A6, then Knight B6. Probably he's referring to Shreyas Jones again. So Adi says Adam's game. Oh, Adam's game. Sorry, Adi. Adam's game. The lad says Black Queen A6, Knight B6. Black Queen A6, Knight B6. Uh-huh. Oh, I get it. I understand. Yeah. Queen A6, I guess. And then you're going to have to move the queen. And you're going to move it F3, for instance. Also putting pressure here. Looking at rooks on the C and queen on F3. What do you think about this one, Adi? So queen to F3, if queen A6. Ah, okay. Adams open up the C file. It's getting really nice and sharp now. Getting really sharp here, guys. He couldn't sit and wait. I don't think queen A6 would be very forcing or threatening to white, because she could have played queen F3. Zhou Enjun could have played queen F3. Pressure on the C6 with rook DC. I think it's a lot of pressure. But now I think this better. Getting rid of the pass pawn. You know that concept, guys. I'm pretty sure you know it. When you have a backward pawn, sorry, when you have not a pass pawn, apologies. When you have a backward pawn, try to trade it, exchange it. So you get rid of the weakness. And that's exactly what Mickey Adams does here. He gets rid of the passed pawn. Sorry, of the backward pawn, apologies. Ugh. He gets rid of the backward pawn. What? Free rook? What? What? Probably I'm missing something. So she took. Now these guys are open. I still think white is kind of doing cool. Yeah, but this B3 after knight takes C5. This is something. Black to play anyway. So now if bishop takes, obviously you have to take back immediately. And then knight takes C5, attacking this guy. Now, there you go. What do you play? I don't know. You play queen C2? It's interesting. Getting interesting. Now it's getting interesting. Thanks for joining Drunk Lancelot. How's things in Camelot? How's things in Camelot? DC5. Okay. Yeah, we could go make a quick puzzle, then we come back. That's what I think you guys said you want to do, right? So totally we could do, and then coming back quickly. Vidit and this guys. Hey, that takes some. That's a cool game here. ED4 taking. He actually delayed the trade. He delayed a lot the trade here. He doesn't even bother with this thing. I think you want to focus on attacking some weaknesses here. Anyway, black's turn to move. And you know what I like about Vidit's last move? He actually opens up the E file as well. That's something. He plays on 2 fronts here now. That's exciting. That cool. I don't think it's bad. That's good stuff. All right. Ooh, kicking the white knight away. The white knight has to go now. It must go. Question is, where do you move the knight? What is going on here? Guys, where does the white knight go? Oh, he gonna attack the queen. No. Vidit is a very, very smart guy. He's actually going to play b4 to b5, attacking the black queen. You don't move the knight nowhere. So, guys, I think you will agree with me. Vidit is not going to move the knight. He's going to push b4 to b5, attacking the queen. Then queen goes, I don't know where. And then you could potentially take on a4, right? because there is no more queen defending a4 together with the rook. So you got 2 hits on that pawn. Absolutely. So that is the move, b6. Let me refresh the page. So again, b5, queen goes whatever you want to move it. I mean, it's not like you're having very many options, but just saying. Yeah, they totally should be done pretty much daily. Yeah, 5, 10 puzzles, like the daily mental hygiene, if I may say that, for a chess player. The daily chess mental hygiene. So 5, 10 minutes like you brush your teeth. I mean, we could say that one, I guess. So puzzles for a chess player like you brush your teeth every day. You keep yourself like nice and clean. Yeah, so puzzles, totally. Totally. Yeah, b5 every day here. Okay, let's do a quick puzzle then. And then we're probably gonna come back. Hey, I like this kind of puzzles now. King versus king and like 2 billion pawns here. 3, 2, 5, 7. 3, 2, 5, 7. What do we do, man? Do we move the king towards the center? This guy's gonna play. I'm gonna check and get it. So I think the secret for black is to make sure you're getting access to this square. If we play now, I don't think it works because they're gonna do this. You're not gonna get your king by no means. So I think probably we should take first. If they take this way, we'll create a pass pawn. So guys, in the current puzzle, I think first move correct would be moving, playing f4, capturing on g3. Let's see how white plays with this. If they take with f, I think my plan is simply king f4. The idea being you want to get here. If we move the king, says Wesley, I don't think it's bad, but I wonder if this thing happened, then what do you play? I mean, what do you play? You take, and then you create the pass pawn. Yeah, could be too. Yeah, could be too. So 2 main ideas: either king f5 or you take first. Let me look a little bit. King to f5. Let me look at this. f3. Dude, there's something weird. Because king f5 and f3, if you push here, they're going to check you. You're not going to make it through. Yeah, just 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go back to opposition. So, king f4. Sorry, king f5. King f5. f3. You take. They take. You push. And you create a pass pawn. I think it makes sense. They're a little bit tricky. It's 2 main stuff here. Either you go king f5 or you take first. It's one of these 2. It can't be anything else. It's important for the black king to try to get access to e4, but then... Oh man, I didn't even think about that one. It could be h-pawn. I'll tell you. I think it's a bit slow, h. I don't think it's that challenging. It's either king f5 or is f takes g3. One of these 2. One of these 2. I'm not sure which one is it for the time being. I'm not sure. King f5, king f5. It's kind of good. King f5, f3 takes. You create a passer though. Alright. They take with this. Create a pass pawn. This one. Yeah, makes sense. What you're saying makes sense. Only one is actually the best or the correct one. They kind of both playable, but one is the correct one. And I don't know which one. Probably king f5. Probably. Yeah, you are right about this one. f3 exactly as we predicted. Yeah, your move is actually winning the necessary tempo, getting the king closer. f3 now, so obviously we gotta take because Do we? Yeah, we have to take. Yeah, and now we create a pass pawn. If they move here, we're going to play f4, and I think we're just simply winning. Creating a pass pawn. Wait a second, that's not quite over yet. I think we created like this. Yeah, we definitely do this. Right? Wait. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Nah, we gotta go forward. Yeah. Okay, yes. King f5. Yes. Always funny puzzles here. Okay. Oh, another good one. We playing with the black pieces. Wow, this is the... Hey, I remember this. This is the move, guys. This is the move. Because if the white rook takes on a2, then you're going to play rook h2 and you're going to be skewering the king, winning the rook. So this is the move. I had a revelation. I was wondering the heck am I supposed to do? But that is the... No, you don't... Yeah, I guess there. Yeah, you're talking about the... So totally no. It's this move, guys. It's rook h1. Rook h1. Making space for the black pawn to go a to a1 and promoting, and if rook takes, then totally. And if king attacks, we're just going to promote anyway. So that is the response. If you remember the pattern, it is easy, yeah. So yeah, it has a lot to do with recognizing the patterns and stuff. So absolutely, totally. There's a bunch of things happening here. On YouTube, slow messages. Oh man. Maybe it's something default they built. I'm gonna look into the settings, Wesley, and if there's something I could do at my end, I will, for sure. Yeah. So guys, TikTokers, please follow me, man. And if it's YouTubers, subscribe as well, please. So let's see what have we got here. Something like triple attack here. Oh, queens are on prey, for Christ's sake. Queens are on prey. Wait a minute. Wait. There's got to be something here. Queens are on prey all day. Queens, okay. What's going on with the queens here? There's something with the queens. What's going on here? What is black supposed to play? Do we take the queen? Knight takes the queen, attacks the rook. Then what do we do? Do we just trade stuff now? Queen takes, knight takes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure just yet. I'm not sure what do we do. Yeah, we could take the queen, but I'd like to have a follow-up plan. So let's see what am I getting out of it. By the way, Wesley, we are no, it's okay. It's perfect material. But what's the stuff? Queen takes, knight takes. You want to take the rook? And queen's going to take... Certainly, it could be. Take rook with the queen. Queen takes. It might be. And then what? What? Take rook with the queen? What? Take rook with the queen. I don't know. So what's the follow-up plan then? Queen takes... So if you want to take the rook... So I'm not discarding your idea. I'd like to see a follow-up plan here. So what are you planning? Queen takes rook, queen takes queen. Then what exactly do you do? What's the thing? If I take the queen and knight takes the queen, attacks the rook, then where do I go and why? Where do I go? Do I just play rook d2? So what's the stuff? I don't know yet. I'm not sure yet. I'm not. So guys, if you got an idea, feel free to type it in, guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to. Queen e2. Wesley says queen e2, queen e2, queen e2 attacks the what? Queen e2 is just one of those moves. Queen e2, why? Because you attacked the knight like 4 times already. Queen e2, okay. If queen takes, bishop takes, and then you're gonna win. Yeah, queen e2 makes sense. That's not an easy move to see, but kind of makes sense the more I look at it, Wesley. So queen e2, queen e2, threatening to play rook f3, bishop takes, and queen takes. Okay, queen e2. If white queen takes, then you're going to take with the bishop, attacking rook and attacking here twice together with the rook. That's not an easy move to find, queen e2. It's a very subtle plan. It's not an easy. Probably this is it, queen e2. All right, thank you, Glowing Boutique. Knight d4. Glowing Boutique suggested knight d4. That's another interesting idea because you take this guy, check, and then queen is hanging. That's another interesting one. So you guys came up with 2 very interesting creative ideas. Queen e2 maybe. Knight d4 sort of makes sense. But what if after knight d4, knight just takes, just takes. But then you take the rook. Oh, I think Glowing Boutique is very chess proficient. So yeah, congrats, Glowing Boutique. That actually sounds interesting, what you're saying. Quite creative. It stops the connection in between the 2 queens, threatens to take on f3 with check, so the white queen is gone. And then perhaps if they take with the knight, then you could just take the rook. Very interesting, knight e4. Very interesting, knight e4. I like it. I think that's probably a bit more appealing, knight e4, than queen e2. Wesley, what do you think, honestly, about the proposition from our TikTok friend to play here knight e4? What do you think about this? Knight d4, knight d4. Knight d4. Yeah, I think makes sense. Knight d4. Okay. No, you are completely right. And now I guess we could just take the rook. Knight is slightly pinned, can't move, or whatever they want to do, because queen is just capturing there. Okay, I think we could just take the queen now. Yeah, so you guys did it. Glowing Boutique, congrats. Follow me, guys, on TikTok. If you came on TikTok, send me some friend request on LeeChess or chess.com. And hopefully, guys, we're going to be seeing you live on the next live stream. So thanks very much, fellas. We're going to pause it for the time being. Got to attend some other stuff, apparently. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, Sunday, 1st of December, right? Tomorrow, 1st December? Let me look at the calendar. Yes, 1st of December. All right, fellas.